Well, here I am on the road. Can look around. Starting out, already had bad luck. When I pulled my backpack out of the rental car, I broke one of the straps. So hopefully it holds up on me. Backpack's about 62 pounds. I've got about 25 pounds of food in it, which I couldn't get all into the backpack. But anyway, I think this is where it starts. I hope it's where it starts. I see a trail right there, and that's where I'm gonna go. It is 3:26. I'm gonna attempt to hike 4 miles today, and maybe within an hour or two I will be at the first stop. I think it's 6 miles to the next one. I might do that, but I probably won't. Anyway, I'm gonna try giving Mihi a call. Just as an introduction for my YouTube video, this is my 128-mile hike from Roanoke up to Waynesboro. A bunch of guys at the office are donating for a charity. I've got around $4.50 per mile that I hike, and hopefully this broken strap does not stop me before I start. That would be very embarrassing. Anyway, signing off. I will be back in several miles. As I suspected, there's a white blaze, and that is where I'm going to start. Well, I made it to the shelter. Got my stuff. My shirt got soaked through. That was a pretty brutal hike. It's like a miniature priest. 6 miles, all uphill. Luckily the grade wasn't that steep. My shoulder's killing me. Glad I brought plenty of Advil with me. It's starting to get dark, but still have enough daylight to set up my my tent. I don't know, I might stay in the shelter. There's a nice little privy over there. Some hikers I saw said there's some water here somewhere. It's like a rain cache. So I gotta figure out where it is, how to get it. Completely used up my water. I'm gonna see if my cell phone works here. I'm about 14 miles out from Roanoke, so I think it should work. But here's some of the food I got. Some peanut butter, potatoes, and Pop-Tarts. It is my duty to eat about 2 pounds of food before I move on. That way my backpack will be lighter tomorrow. Also, I need to, so you can see right here what happened. My this tore loose right there. Gotta see if there's a way I can sew that back on, because that's kind of the source of my hurting shoulders. The backpack was pulling. Anyway, I'll try to see if I can call Mihi. I doubt it, but it's worth a try. Get some water, cook some supper, set up my tent, and get a good night's sleep before I hike some more tomorrow. I need to look at the map. I think tomorrow's hike, there's a little bit uphill, but the next 2 days are going to be pretty tame. So take it easy until I get into a little bit better shape, and until I get a little bit less food to carry. Here is my campsite. All that food. I wish I could bring less food, but need stuff to eat for 10 days. Amazingly, my cell phone works. I was able to get a hold of Mihi, and she's working, so I'll call her back in about an hour. I am pretty tired and it's starting to get cold. Glad I brought a coat. try to eat some supper. I feel more thirsty right now than I do hungry, but still gotta eat. Here's where I'm gonna sleep. A little bit too close to the outhouse. And breakfast of champions. I've got an emergency so I can keep my immune system up while I'm out here. I got a thing of Starbucks coffee and a package of Korean ramen noodles to get some warmth in my body. Though I probably won't need it later on. It is chilly now. Some Pop-Tarts and a bar for later on in hiking. And of course my daily countdown. One for each day. By the way, those aren't glass bottles. They will burn, and I will burn them as I drink them. And of course my cook stove, where I'm cooking half a liter of water right now. Sun is starting to come up. Suppose over there. And that's where I was compared to the shelter. And over there is the best way to get rid of weight. You eat it, it stays in your stomach. But that's where you leave it behind. It's 8:09 and I'm about ready to start my next leg of the hike. I found this hook at the shelter, and I was able to repair the broken strap, or at least I hope it's repaired, so hopefully it'll hold me. I did get some of my food eaten. I ate some manicotti yesterday and a few other things, a thing of ramen noodles this morning. I still have a little bit of stuff still outside my backpack. My goal is to get that all eaten in the next few days and be able to only deal with a backpack. But I've got a 6-mile stretch ahead of me. There's about 4 of it's going downhill and about 2 of it's going uphill on a mild grade. I'm sure the 2 miles uphill will probably be hell, but I'll enjoy the downhill for a while. I got to be careful because that's where people get their most injuries, is going downhill. So I will stop at Wilson Creek, probably get more water, eat some lunch, and determine if I want to go on to Bobbitt Gap. There's a 2-mile stretch of uphill going to Bobbitt's Gap, but it's 5 miles of level. I think I might be able to make it. I've got a good 12 hours of daylight left, so I should easily be able to make that. Depends on if the pack gets to me. I made a few logistical changes to the way I was carrying stuff. I determined yesterday, even though I've been hiking forever and ever, that putting the tent poles in the tent packet was actually causing the bottom of my backpack not to conform to my back. So I stuck it inside the pack on the outside where it shouldn't affect. At least that's the theory. So maybe I should record myself. I'm wearing my windbreaker right now because a little bit chilly. I'll probably get hot along the way. I'll just take it off and stuff it into my bag full of clothes here. That's where I got my jacket. As once again, it will not fit inside of my backpack because I've got so much food. And I aim to remedy that in the next few days. I've got my solar cell going. I don't know how much light it's gathering, but there is an electric light showing, the green light right there. So, I was going to record myself, that way I can prove it's really me. And here I am. I don't know if you get me or not, but this is me. And I'm going to listen to music. I didn't listen to music yesterday, but I think I will today. I'm at Wilson Creek, about 6 mile hike in. It's about 12. It's taken me much longer to hike than I was planning on, and it has been very rough for me. However, it is only 12. I was thinking of stopping here for tonight, but that means 8 hours of doing nothing, which will probably drive me crazy. So I'm gonna probably hike the Bobbitt's Creek, which is 7.3 away from here. I still have cell phone access, which is cool, but will probably be the last place. So I'm gonna eat a sandwich and put my coat back on because I'm getting chilly, and hike. Let's see, here's my map. I will show what I have done. As you can see, I started out right here, and last night I hiked all the way up to here. Today I hiked down here, up here, which about killed me. Doesn't look like much, but then this happened really fast. Surprisingly, it was only a mile downhill. And there was a little uphill and some downhills and another uphill and then the last push to get to where I'm at. Bobbitt's Creek is right over here. So I have some uphills and downhills and uphills and downhills. Overall, it doesn't look too horrendous. I've got about a 1 mile stretch uphill, and then like another mile stretch of uphill, and then mostly going down some little ups. And there is the Bobbitt Gap shelter. But this shows that there's water here. There's not water here. There's water down here. Oh. Anyway, there's somebody else coming. Hi. Trail came down, crossing the Blue Ridge. I see a white blaze there and an overlook there. I gotta find the way back onto the Appalachian Trail. I got about 4.5 miles to Bobbitt Gap. I'm really tired. I probably should have stayed at Wilson Creek, but it's 3:30. I'll be there maybe by 6 or 7. Here's the overlook. I don't know why things, when you record them, don't look nearly as grand as they are in real life. Storm clouds coming in. It's supposed to rain on Sunday. I might take a day off and sit in the shelter and watch it rain. I hope the Appalachian's somewhere over there. We'll see. And here it is. As you can see, there's the overlook. There's where I got off. A little bit confusing, but I'm back on the trail. So, I did in fact hike to Bobbitt's Gap. As you see, there are a number of people here. My friend Michael, yonder back there, and Ned, and what was this? Logan, yeah. So they're making a fire now, and I will be safe from bears. I'm sure everybody will be happy to hear that.
Except the
So,
bears, right?
my body hurts like hell right now, and I'm tired, but we do it again tomorrow. Signing off. So I pushed myself too far yesterday, And I'm still at Bobbitt Gap. I should be able to show this. Yeah, Bobbitt's Gap. Anyway, I wasn't able to go hiking today because my body hurt so bad and I felt dehydrated and just in general a mess. So what I decided to do, it's been really nice being here because I'm still in cell range. I can talk to my dad and to Mihi. But what I'm going to do is, because I am out of shape and my pack weighs too much, so I am going to set up a base camp here. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to be hiking a certain amount of time every day. Just carrying my backpack with water and some lunch in it. Probably start out slow. Like today I'm going to hike out 1.5 miles and come back. Tomorrow I'll probably hike 3 hours, eat lunch, and then come back. Gradually work my way up. I may make the 100, but it won't be all the way to Waynesboro. And that's okay, because this is my vacation. I could do whatever I want. It's good.
Yeah, this is a luxury.
Alright, are there more tents in the room?
There's one spot left in the shelter if you want.
Don't
whack any rocks with it.
It's right between me and the...
We're going to be in the water tomorrow.
Is that trouble? Are you like a snorer or something? Or is it
Kicker, silent kicker.
a violent kicker?
No, I don't.
Here, bunny. This Cove Mountain Shelter, halfway on my hike. Had a miserable day of hiking in the rain, but it's been pretty good terrain, so not a problem. I'm kind of cold. Here's all my friends from the last shelter. I somehow managed to catch up with them, so I will be eating my lunch and moving on. I got one more 2 mile uphill, but the rest of it's about 5 miles of downhill, so good stuff.
Don't try me, bro.
So my battery died on me at Bryant Ridge, and we didn't have enough sunshine for my solar panels to be able to pick up enough power to recharge it. So after staying at Bryant Ridge, I hiked up to Cornelius Creek, and it was 5 miles of uphill in the pouring rain, and I shot down to basically I found an out to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I hiked 6 miles down to Peaks of Otter. But to my horror, where I was going to stay in a hotel for a couple of days and I was going to